Okay, hey queens, hey my loves, hey baddies, hey bitches, what is up and welcome back to the channel. So I've been running around like a darn mad woman this whole morning, like no lie. I got up, took my daughter to school, and I knew that today was going to be Valentine's Day photo shoot day. And I'm doing this all on my own. I didn't want to get a professional photo shoot done for Valentine's Day. Sometimes you spend so much money on hair and makeup and then the actual cost of the photo shoot that it's honestly not worth it. And for me personally, I've noticed that my photos on Instagram do way better when it's me taking my own photos in literally my bedroom, spending $0 versus me spending a few hundred, one time even $1,000 on a professional photo shoot and getting less likes. So it's weird. I was talking to my best friend about it, and he basically said, like, I have that girl next door vibe. It's very real, and that's probably why professional shoots don't do as well as like my own photos. So I decided I'm renting out this space. It's a little rinky-dink basement apartment that I wanted to convert into like an office slash photo studio space. So why not do my own Valentine's Day photo shoot? So I went crazy this morning and went to so many different places trying to look for stuff. And would you believe that like literally Target, Walmart, like all of those places got rid of all the Valentine's Day stuff and are already putting up Easter stuff? Like, I get it, but at least wait until the day of. Like, that's weird. There's a lot of people that are last minute shoppers. So anyways, luckily Party City still had a lot that I can use. So I'm super excited about everything that I got. So what I'm going to do is set up for like a Valentine's Day photo shoot. I'm going to do a little bit of a get ready with me with my makeup in this video, setting up the photo shoot, what I'm going to use for the background. And just to be a little bit extra, I'm going to surprise my daughter because Monday is Valentine's Day and she goes to school on that day. And I've always done a little bit of extraness for her on all holidays. But so for Valentine's Day, I decided I'm going to leave everything set up for her here and do a photo shoot with her here as well. I bought her a cute little pink dress, nothing too crazy, just something basic. But because I'm going to have it so aesthetically set up here, she's going to be like, wow. So she's going to, basically it's going to be 2 for 1. I'm going to have the Valentine's Day photo shoot, but it's also going to be for my daughter's photo shoot and for my daughter's surprise. So I also got her like a little bag where I'm going to put like her party gifts and her little toys. Nothing too crazy. It's just Valentine's Day, but I still wanted to express my love and my loyalty and my affection and admiration for her. And she loves surprises, like literally loves it. So I figured that would be a fun little take on Valentine's Day since we can't actually celebrate on Monday. I also bought my man a gift. I bought him, what, I'll say it because, yeah, I'll say it because I doubt he's gonna watch the video. But I did buy him a gift as well. So I got a lot of things done today. And yeah, let's get into the video. So again, if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. I'm sweating because I have to get things done. So if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe, smash the thumbs up button, and feel free to comment any video suggestions down below. Without further ado, let's just get right into this Valentine's Day photo shoot. Get ready with me inspo. Okay, so first of all, I have another room that has a backdrop stand, but I don't know why. I don't honestly feel like using this, and when I do the photos, I'm going to be doing them vertically, so it's going to be a lot less in the frame. So what I'm going to do is just have this as the background. These are little vinyl peel and stick wall tiles that I put on just to make it look like faux brick. It's not perfect by any means, but most of the time this is going to be blurred out, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I have a black little couch here. It's super tiny, but it's like perfect for a photo shoot. And then I have a gray carpet, which is probably not going to be seen. So I picked up a bunch of stuff from Party City. There was probably an easier way to do that, but that was pretty easy to me. And I got the weights on them. I didn't think about the fact that the ceilings are so low here. This was the last one that they had, and it was literally the display, and I begged them to let me take it, and she didn't even charge me for it. I'll fix everything right before the photo shoot. And I got this little bear. All of this stuff is going to be for my daughter at the end of the day. I'm just using this for the picture. So I got a brown little bear. And the reason I got brown was because I got these beautiful pink roses, and I thought that that would be so pretty on his lap. But I gotta see. I might have to take it out of the plastic. Oops. Oh, it's actually like a beanie material. This is also far from Party City. Yeah, this is all from Party City. So I got these little lips, these little hot pink lips. This cute little heart shape with arms, and it's scented, so it smells so sweet. I also got some pink and red rose petals. These are obviously fake. This was not a budget-friendly photo shoot, honestly. Like, I spent over $120 on all this stuff. You could do a much less expensive version of this. You could also get a lot of this stuff similar to this at Dollar City, but I was crunched for time. So for my daughter, to put in her gift bag, I got a little LOL surprise doll. I got a little Pop It unicorn. I got her a little heart-shaped headband, and I got her Anna and a little Elsa thing. So it's nothing major, but it's just to like fill up a cute little bag. On top of that, she's gonna come and see all of this. I'm like, look, I did this for you, baby. I did. I picked up a cute little dress. It was only $20, but it's super basic and it's gonna be super cute for her to also take a photo here. And then I bought myself a gift because why the fuck not? And I love this perfume. I have it, but I completely ran out. So this, along with one from Lancome, are my signature smells at this time. They have them for like the last year, but this is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs, and this is the pink one, so it's the sweet one. And then for my man, damn, she put it so nicely. It's Dolce & Gabbana. It's Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. Oops, that's a back. It's Dolce & Gabbana, the one for men. I bought him other little like gag gifts too that I'm gonna put in this bag, but this was like the highlight of the gift. It smells very like manly, tobacco-y, vanilla-y, but in such a good way. Like, the gift is for him, but it's also for me, if you know what I mean. I want to see how I work it. I already had this fabric that I bought like last year from a fabric store, but I think this might be cute. I think I'm gonna just lay it on the floor. Yeah, I'm gonna lay it on the floor because it has some stains on it. So I'm just gonna lay it on the floor and I can blur out any stains. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So it actually came out perfect. This is honestly almost what I envisioned. I just got to tweak the balloons a little bit. But look at how cute that balloon is. They like tweaked it because it says love XOXO, but then they attached those little hearts to it. So I got my little man with his roses. Those are real pink roses, by the way. And then, yeah, look at how cute it is. You see, obviously, like there's a mess and stuff around and it's not perfect, but in a picture, all you have to worry about what's in frame. There can be a literal mess around everything else, and it doesn't matter. And then this is like the lighting right now. I have 2 umbrella lights. I have a ring light, and then I have my camera tripod. I have like all my mess that I just brought in right now. These floors are dirty. Don't worry about them. This is my little office set up that I have going on here. Super cute. And then look, I literally have a whole photo studio, but I feel like that corner is like perfect for what I need. And these ceilings are actually a lot lower, so the balloons might be more of a problem. So let's get into it. Okay, so it's time to do our makeup. Okay, I'm sorry if you hear an echo, but the room in this whole apartment is a basement and it's also pretty empty. Okay, so for primer, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. If you guys want to know any products that I used, I will link them down below, but this is not really a makeup tutorial, so I don't really want to get into the makeup. But I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and this is an illuminating primer, and I'm just gonna use this with my fingers. Because this is my first Valentine's Day where I'm not single anymore. I think the past 3 years I've been single, if not in the past 2 years. I don't know, I lost track. But yeah, I'm excited because I'm not single. I'm also excited because it's a new relationship, so it's still fun, it's still fresh, it's still new. And I feel like it's gonna be like overall a really healthy, trusting relationship. Like that was my biggest deal, is that my next relationship, I feel like all men have red flags, but there were certain red flags that I would draw the line at. And I wanted to have something that wasn't like crazy toxic love that in the beginning is so charged with lust and passion that you're blinded. I wanted something like that was fun and dandy when I was young, but for now in my 30s, like I'm gonna be 34 this year, I wanted something that would feel safe, secure, and something that I can count on for the rest of my life. Like I'm not in this to date just to date. Like I'm in this to date to spend our lives together. I don't necessarily care about marriage. Do I want to get married? Yes. But that's not like my necessary goal. It's just somebody that I can spend my life with. Whether we get married or not, I don't care. That's just a piece of paper in my eyes. In choosing a relationship this time around, I knew that I wanted something that I would be safe in. Let me do my eyebrows real quick because I can't really talk and do my brows, and then I'll be back. For brows, I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the pomade. This is in the shade Ebony. I can't seem to try brow pencils or any other brow products. e.l.f. makes a pomade that I do really like, but Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony is my go-to and has been for probably the last 2 or 3 years. So yeah, for relationships, I know for a fact I wanted something that was gonna feel safe and feel right, and just like I wanted someone that I can trust blindly. And honestly, like dating in today's day and age has been difficult. I haven't been one to like try dating sites. That's just like not my thing. Ooh, I got this in a BoxyCharm. This says Revitalite Eyelid and Dark Circle Corrector. I feel like I don't see how this will correct my dark circles, but I think it would make them like less puffy, if that makes any sense. So for foundation, I've actually been using a tinted moisturizer instead of an actual foundation. I think because today is a photo shoot, I think I'm going with foundation, but this NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer has been my go-to replacement for foundation. It's lightweight, it has sunscreen in it. It's a tinted moisturizer. For me, it's buildable and it acts as a foundation. So I love this, especially in the summer where you don't want anything too cakey or too heavy on the face. But for today, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and this is in the shade Sand Beige. So I'm super happy. It's somewhat of like a long distance relationship. It's kind of a long distance relationship in the sense that he lives in Pennsylvania, I live in the Bronx. So distance wise, it is about an 1.5-hour drive. So as of right now, and he works 6 days a week. So as of right now, I only get to see him on Sundays, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's forcing us to take things slow, and absence makes the heart grow fonder. I truly, truly believe that. So I think it's just forcing us to take things slow, as well as giving us chances to miss each other and chances to build a bond that's greater than just something like sexual. Because like for us, we definitely have an emotional deep connection. When we talk, the vibe is just perfect. We talk every single day. We do little FaceTime date nights and we make it work, honestly. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Cream Puff. So yeah, that's that. It's definitely taking some getting used to being in a relationship, especially just because my lifestyle, honestly, with social media has been very particular. Like there were certain collabs that I have coming up that now I don't know if I can actually push through with them. And being an OnlyFans girl and being in a relationship is definitely taking some getting used to. When I first signed up for OnlyFans, I was a few months, almost a year out of my breakup, my last like big breakup. And I was in such a state of like, I hate men. Like I don't want to be in a relationship at all anymore. I want to take time for myself. I want to fall in love with myself again, and just really went on a journey of like self-love. And I developed like not a hate, but I just knew I didn't want to be in a relationship anymore. And I wanted to do anything and everything that would make me, myself, and I happy, and just basically focus on myself for the first time in forever, because I was always in a relationship. Like, I jumped from relationship to relationship without ever trying to fix the root of the problem, which is the version of myself that allowed a lot of that shit to happen in my life, or allowed me to put up with that stuff. So yeah, so when I signed up for OnlyFans, I really didn't care about anybody else's opinion. There were awkward phases, like from finding, like having to tell family and friends about it, people finding out about it, people judging, people giving their opinion when it's not really cared for or wanted or asked. And yeah, like it was very, very like, joining OnlyFans was a huge decision for me. I also ended up quitting a corporate job with a high paying salary for OnlyFans, just to kind of, not for OnlyFans, but just because I saw an opportunity in OnlyFans, and I had an end goal in mind, and I knew I wouldn't do OnlyFans for the rest of my life, but I had a vision for what I wanted to achieve, and OnlyFans was gonna allow me to do so, and I would have flexibility to work from home, have freedom to just be my own boss. That's what I wanted more than anything, and replace my salary, which it has done, and I'm so thankful for OnlyFans. But at the end of the day, there's huge, I feel like my lips are so dry. I'm gonna put an overnight lip therapy mask. This is by the Creme. The creme, I don't know. To set my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is in the shade Honey, translucent honey. Anyways, fast forward to now being in a relationship. Luckily, he had found out about me joining OnlyFans before we had even reconnected, so he already knew about it. But in me being honest, I decided to tell him the first day we saw each other, just so he can kind of know what he was getting himself into. And of course, like, he has some reservations, but at the end of the day, he already knew what I was doing. So the main concern that he had was whether or not I make content with other people, and luckily I do not. Luckily, everything is strictly myself. So that was okay with him. But also, like, the version of who I am now compared to when we were first together in our last relationship is completely different. I'm literally a whole different person, not only a lot older, a lot more mature, but I have my whole body done, and I have a whole different job, which is social media and OnlyFans. And there is a lot of weight that comes with social media, like meeting different collabs. Like, there's a collab that I want to do with someone that I would have to be completely nude, and they would do body paint all over my body, like every crevice. But there are certain things that now I have to run it by somebody else, and it's not in the sense of like, oh my god, he's gonna control me. There's a certain level of respect that you have to have for a partner, no matter what. It's not about control, it's about respect for one another and communication. So I know, like, for a fact, like, I'm not gonna just book things without asking him. If there's something that I absolutely want to do and it's a huge opportunity for me and it's completely innocent, it's gonna be more of a conversation like, this is going to happen and you're aware of it. If you want to be there, then be there. But like, there's certain things that if it's gonna advance my career, then I have to do it. Not crazy things, but like, you know what I mean, like practical things that like might not necessarily be comfortable for a boyfriend, but if you can trust me, just know that I'll do there, get the job done, in and out, boom. Like, for example, the body paint. So yeah, even meeting with certain TikTokers to do collaborations. I know Petro Clips has hit me up to try to collab with him. There's a whole bunch of creators from LA that want to collab with me, but I'm not in LA and they're all men. So that's obviously like something that I have to like think about, because yeah, they probably want to collab, but at the end of the day, like, sometimes you have to question people's intentions. And with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, this is in the shade Deep Cinnamon, and I'm just going to use this to kind of darken any areas that I want to bronze up. My makeup is so basic. Hold on, I noticed. I already set my face, so I shouldn't have done the cream concealer, but it's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. It's definitely taken a little bit getting used to. Also with OnlyFans, part of the job is that you have to message your fans one-on-one. Like that's the main benefit of my OnlyFans, is that that's the only way that you can talk to me directly. Because Instagram, TikTok, like I don't actually answer those messages. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light in the shade Ambient. So there are certain things like on OnlyFans that does make any boyfriend uncomfortable. Some obviously are less uncomfortable than others, but it's a big deal to have a girl that is doing OnlyFans, because I do have to communicate with other men on a regular basis. That's a huge part of the job. There's times where people have to request custom videos where they want me to say their name specifically or do certain things, and it's tailored to that person. So that's obviously like, you know, a little bit uncomfortable. Some girls do video chat, which I chose to stop doing. I already didn't feel comfortable with it at all, but that's definitely something that he wasn't comfortable with. So that's something that I had to like stop. Another huge thing that girls on OnlyFans do is an eggplant rating. Do you know what I mean? So I have to see certain things. So obviously, like, it's really not the most comfortable thing. Like, and he always like phrases it like, just, you know, is there anything specifically that you're doing that you wouldn't want me doing? And I always say like, yeah, the whole fucking job. But on a more serious note, certain things like the video chatting one-on-one, that's a hard no, because that's a little bit too personalized. And then another thing is like, he's like, you know, I just want to make sure, he's like, I just want to make sure that you're not like sitting next to me on your phone smiling, or basically that when you're conversating with these men that they're actually like, you're smiling, like they're making you feel good. And to be completely honest, and I hope like none of my fans are actually watching this, it doesn't make me smile. It's a job. So, and it's not just me, it's other girls that I know that are in the business as well. It's just a job for us. A lot of us are numb to it. We don't feel anything because of what we do for the job. When we do get sweet comments in our Instagram posts, TikTok posts and stuff like that, we're so numb to it that even if we get compliments in real life, like it becomes like, it's just numb. It becomes like, we're unbothered by it. We're unfazed by it. It doesn't give us validation or flattery. We're so used to it that it loses its value, if that makes any sense. So I try to explain that to him, that even if I'm writing a certain thing, like it's a robot inside of me writing that for me. I don't actually feel anything. I'm just on autopilot and there's nothing to really be concerned about. For blush, I'm using the NARS Claudette palette, and this is a little duo right here, as you can see. This is the Claudette Blush Duo, and yeah, we're numb to it. A lot of girls even just have like copy and paste paragraphs that they just do. One thing I will say is that more than ever now, I'm automating a lot of my messages. I am doing copy and paste. Before it was always me writing something, but I'm doing things in a lot more automated, computerized manner, and honestly, it's actually making me more money, if that makes any sense. For eyes, I'm going in with the Tartelette Toasted palette, and yeah, it's a nude palette, and I'm just going in with basic colors. I want to almost look like I have no makeup on while having a full face on. I'm gonna make another video on like OnlyFans tips, because the way I do OnlyFans has definitely changed. I still have lost a certain love that I had for OnlyFans, but at the end of the day, it's my job and it's my main source of income, and it's gonna be my way out in terms of funding my other career goals. So I can't just quit right now. So I'm trying to find ways to make it a lot more automated so that I don't have to necessarily be as involved, but I still want it to be personal enough that they don't even realize how automated it is, and my fans still feel like, you know, they're getting the best version of me possible. See, it almost looks like I have no eyeshadow on. So that's essentially it for eyeshadow. I really do not go crazy. I'm not a makeup expert by any means. I just do whatever it is that I want. I stick with super simple looks, and brown eyeshadow has been my go-to for the past year, honestly. I'm so different with my makeup, and like I don't overdraw my lips. Like I try to keep it as basic as possible, honestly. A lot of these people that do like those full 10 pounds makeup faces, it doesn't actually look good in person. Going with I Am Amazing by the Realer brand. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I have an Urban Decay waterline 24/7, but I keep sharpening it and it's not working properly, so I don't know why. So for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this Revolution Reloaded. This packaging is like honestly so messed up, but yeah, it's a little bronzy highlighter. I could have done like a rosy look today, but honestly, like I said, I wasn't prepared, but it's gonna work. So I'm gonna do my lips as the last step, but I'm just gonna go in and set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm just gonna do a semi-dark brown lip. The lip liner that I'm using is from Booksarm, and this is in the shade Creamy Chocolate. I'm using a Booksarm lipstick as well in the shade Dreamboat. I'm just gonna do a light layer of the Rihanna's Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Sweet Mouth, just to give it a little bit of gloss. And that is pretty much it. So I'm just gonna curl my hair a little bit. I'll do that off camera, put on my outfit, and then we'll get to taking the pictures and you'll see the fully edited version. And I believe this video is gonna go up on Valentine's Day. All right, queens, so I am ready. I curled my hair super fast. The ends honestly look a little bit ratchet, but it's all right. I've been splitting my ends way too much, and I'm honestly gonna cut my hair a little bit. So for filming, I actually have a Sony a6400 and it has the monitor so I can see myself, but I ordered a vertical mount and it didn't come in time. So if I take the pictures of myself without having anybody to hold the camera, I can only do it this way, which will be super, super wide. So I honestly bought a clip. Let me take it off the tripod. I bought a clip so that I can hold the camera like this, which would then be able to take perfect pictures, especially for like Instagram and stuff. But like this, sometimes it's a little bit too wide of an angle. And then honestly, I'm a little bit traumatized because the last time I took photos with this, everything was out of focus and I didn't realize until the shoot was done. So for now, I'm honestly gonna shoot with my phone just because I feel safer that way. But as soon as I get the vertical mount, I will start using this as well as using my cell phone as a remote to be taking my own photos with this camera. So look at the setup. I'm using these two umbrella lights and a ring light. Look at all the nastiness behind it. It does not matter. Like, as long as you pay attention to what's in the actual frame, none of the extra stuff matters. And I was using a Bluetooth remote. To snap the pictures for myself. See, like even something like this, you can use as just a background. Like if I didn't have all this extra stuff, I could have just used this as like a background to like an up close picture, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about editing. I use Face App and Facetune to edit majority of my photos. Face App is actually newer to me. I usually used Facetune for about the past like 2 years, but I use Face App to make my makeup more enhanced and just basically highlight, you know, the certain features, the eyeshadow, the eyebrows, the lips, and stuff like that. So you can use multiple impressions. I usually layer Hollywood and Hollywood 3, but you can play around with all the different settings. There's many different options. Some enhance certain features more than others. So once you find what works for you, you can find like your signature impressions and just kind of always use those two settings. So here I'm just playing around just to kind of show you guys. It's very subtle differences. Like, honestly, I sometimes don't even notice the difference until I see, once I'm done editing, I can see like the before and after side by side with one another. That's what I do like about the Face App, because it does show you exactly what the differences are. No matter how subtle they are, they do make a huge difference. So I try not to go too overboard with this app, because some people end up going overboard to the point where they don't even look like themselves. So I literally just pick the most simple settings, and here, as you can see, it shows before and after, so you can really see the subtle difference. Okay, so once I edit in Face App, I save the photo and I take it over to Facetune. Now here is where I can smooth out my skin. Again, you don't want to go overboard with some of these things because it'll look too fake. You want some texture. So I use the smooth tool. There's another one that can smooth it even more. I use vibrance usually when there's like colors that I want to like pop. So I'm just going over anything that's any like brown, red, pink, just to kind of make the colors more enhanced, make everything pop a little bit. This is typically what I usually do for majority of my photos. Sometimes I would defocus the background, but in this particular case it makes no sense because I specifically want that background in this photo. It's part of the photo. So let's see, we're gonna go to retouch. I usually just play around with all these buttons. You have to really learn what works for you. I use the glow feature. As you see, I am making the white faux tile in the back just a little bit brighter, cleaner looking. You don't want to put this like over your skin because sometimes it washes it out or makes it even like orange sometimes. So you'll learn like little by little what these tools are. And then for filters, I usually use the no filter section of filters because I kind of like that aesthetic where it doesn't look highly like edited. So I am just gonna stick with the same filter for each photo that I took today. And I'm just kind of playing around to see what I like. You can see some of them make the background a little darker or the lighter parts a little bit lighter. So I don't know which one I'm going to end up going with yet. I think I went with the last one. And then that's pretty much the theme that I pick for all of the photos, just so that there's some coherence. Okay, so I wanted to just show this photo really quickly. I'm in the Facetune app because there are two things that I really want to remove from the photo. This rose petal has like a little seam and I didn't realize it, otherwise I would have moved it, but in editing I came upon it and I seen it, and yeah, I want to take that out, as well as the bruise that you can see there on my arm. So you want to do that by finding the patch tool, and in the patch tool it actually has a vanish option. Once I found out about this button, I have become obsessed, because anytime there's something in a photo that you want to take out, it's perfect without having to lose the whole photo, because there's been many opportunities where I could have used it and didn't even know about it and would end up just throwing a whole photo away because there were certain things that I couldn't remove. So this feature is honestly amazing. So I just wanted to mention that real quick in terms of Facetune. This video is not sponsored. Whoa, happy Valentine's Day! You surprised!
My present!
Go look.